wanted to talk about this thing that I've seen on social media a lot recently. I saw this post. You may have seen the clip from the Ellen DeGeneres show. There was this thing where she was like at a football game or something, and she was sitting next to George W. Bush, and it turns out that they're kind of like friends, they're buddies or whatever. And a lot of people were just outraged because she's this, very, very progressive liberal individual, and he's this very conservative character. And they're like, how can you be friends? How dare you, And so Ellen came out and she said, when I talk about how we need to be kind to other people, I mean everyone, even people who disagree with you, even people who disagree with you strongly about really important things, still be kind to them. But what was fascinating was after she said that on her show, there was a lot of pushback on social media that said basically, no, we don't have to be kind. If somebody, and you saw it from both sides. I saw, if it was like, if somebody supports abortion and the murder of millions of babies, you don't have to be kind to them. And then I saw on the other side, it was like, if somebody supports the wall and if they are anti-immigration and they're racist, then you don't you don't have to give them your kindness. If somebody denies your humanity, like there was an LGBTQ thing, and they were like, if someone denies your humanity or they don't affirm the things that you do, then they don't deserve your kindness. You don't have to be nice to them. And I guess I want to push back a little bit on that. I've seen this thing where it says you have to earn my respect. You have to deserve my kindness. And for Christians, that's not true. That's not how it works. We are instructed not just to love our neighbors, but also to love our enemies. And there's a bit, we preached on a verse in Matthew 20, verse, I think it was 26. And that was a couple of weeks ago. But we preached on it, and it said, Jesus basically said, look, here's how the world does it, right? But among you, it's going to be different. He's like, maybe in the world, out there, those people can do whatever they want. They can yell at each other and hate each other and disagree with each other. But among Christians, it's got to be better. We have to do it differently. We have to figure out how to love each other, even in the midst of disagreement. And I think this is such an important thing, because what I've found is that a lot of people politicize that sort of thing. They hold each other accountable, but they only do it to the other side. If you're a Republican, if a Democrat posts like curse words or an angry post or something that's particularly aggressive or disrespectful, they're like, oh, you need to be polite. But if somebody on their side posts it, they're okay with it. And then the Democrats do the same thing to the Republicans. If a Republican posts something that's rude or racist or, uses bad language, they'll call them out on it. Oh, I got to call people out. We got to do better than that. But if someone from their side does it, then it's okay. And Jesus says, no, among Christians, it has to be different. And so I think the most effective thing would be for conservatives to call out conservatives, for liberals to call out liberals. If you're posting something or sharing something on social media that's hateful or, crude language or disrespectful or any of that kind of stuff, we can, in love, hold one another accountable. We can tell people, I agree with the point of your post, but I wish you wouldn't post things with curse words. Or I agree with the policy that you're supporting, but I wish you wouldn't use that word to describe people. We can do this with kindness. We can disagree strongly and still love each other. And the rest of the world can do it their way. But as Christians, we have to. That's what Jesus taught us to. He said, you've got to love your enemies. And I don't even like calling people my enemy, but let's go to the extreme. If they're your enemy, we've got to love them. All right, so I guess let's all try. I know I'm not perfect at it, so let's all try and do that better together. I'll see you on Sunday.